Hello everyone and welcome back to the FTWcraft server. I'm Blue Cactar and we have had an upgrade. McMMO has been upgraded and we now have a new alchemy skill which allows us to brew new potions. Which is why I'm starting this at my potion area. So we get some pretty cool stuff. We can brew potions of haste, which means you don't have to have a beacon set up to help take down stuff quickly, which is really useful for me. I've used a ton of those already. Potion of dullness, which is the opposite effect. So this wasn't really going to cut it anymore, purely because of the storage. The amount of potions you need to brew to level up. So I decided I would expand my potion operations, and I built this. It's the same basic setup, just with a hell of a lot more storage. Still need to do some work on it. I want to put an obsidian cap on top too. Maybe some walls, I don't know yet. Maybe glass walls. We'll see. Unlocked 4 so far, as well as the 2 I just showed. I have also now unlocked absorption, which you could only previously get from golden apples, and a potion of leaping, which is really fun. In fact, that lets me jump over 2.5 blocks at a time, which is useful. This also though brings with it the need for new ingredients. From carrots, slime balls, quartz, to the ones I'm going to focus on today, mushrooms. Now, I forget which one of those 2 it was. One of those 2 takes red mushrooms, the other takes quartz. I forget which one's which. I've only just unlocked them, but so I've never really looked into mushrooms. Later on we can use brown mushrooms too, and they're also used for making fermented spider eyes. So I'm going to need a better way to collect these. Mushrooms are one of the things in this game that I've never really looked into. All I've ever done with them is just plant a few down here in my farm land, and every now and then come around and grab them. I'm getting a bit of lag in here when I'm recording, that's not good. As you can see, it's not exactly an efficient way of doing it, and it never was supposed to be. I just threw a few more around here. That one doesn't seem to be growing at all. Let's chuck some back here. So, gonna need a better way of doing it. I believe there are 2 ways. First is like this, where I can create a place to plant some mushrooms, leave it, and they'll keep growing. That will be the first thing I try. It's not going to be super efficient, but so long as it's just going on in the background, every now and then I'll be able to collect. I haven't looked up any designs of mushroom farms or anything yet, and right now I'm not going to. I'm just going to try this on my own and see what happens, and my first idea is I'm going to dig some tunnels like this, I think. Maybe plant some mushrooms, see if they will grow all along it. Or I might just create some bigger areas like this. I don't know. I'll figure that out as I go along. I also want to look at big mushrooms, which is the other way of doing it. I don't think I've ever even touched a big mushroom in this game yet. I might have walked on one when I was going over the roof forest, but I've never harvested anything from them. I've never mined the blocks or anything. Oh, I've got to replant that. Okay. Let me just shut blocks up. Or does that count as hostile creature? That counts as hostile. Okay. So I'm going to head over to Roof Forest now, and I'm going to have a look at the big mushrooms. I think if you just punch them, or use an axe, that's how you get mushrooms. I've got my fortune axe with me. Hopefully that will help me get a few more from each block. I don't have a silk touch axe though, so I'm going to take my silk touch pick. Because I believe you can harvest the blocks too. And I'm assuming you do that with silk touch. I don't know, but I'm going to head over there now. So I'm going to stop recording and I will restart it. A lot of zombies at the door today. Oh, that's another thing. I've started playing around a village up there. Might show that at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm going to head over and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so I've reached the roof forest, and of course, as soon as I do, it starts raining. But we're going to go in and find some mushrooms. Oh, that's not well lit. Huh, okay. So let's just head inside. At least it means it doesn't rain so much in here. Right, so we want to find... I can see one over there. And I can see you down there. Whoa. I think the rain's causing a bit of lag. Right, so... Hey cow. Right. So, I think... Well, let's try just punching one first. Yeah, you get mushrooms from it. 2... Nothing. 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 Oop. 2... yeah, so it's not giving me loads. The stalks give mushrooms? I don't know. Oh, those ones didn't. Right, let's try it with a fortune axe. That was a whole bunch, and I got 2 out of it, so that doesn't seem to be making much difference. Do we get any from the middle? No. Occasionally just getting 2. So fortune doesn't seem to have any effect on it. I'm sure I've seen more drop than 10. So where did they go? Right. So using fortune isn't going to be a good way of doing it, and I got 12 from that entire mushroom. Are you sure about that? Maybe some fell on top of these trees, because I'm sure I saw a few more than that drop. This is where bringing the leaping potion would have helped. I only brought speed. Yeah, I don't see any. Okay, well, fortune doesn't seem to have any effect on it, which is a shame. But that means from 1 mushroom we can get at least 12. So let's sort one over this way. I'm not sure where it was now. Oh, there it is over there. So, if fortune's not going to help get any more... Oh well, let's just see if we can get it with a silk touch pick. We can. Right, that's good. Because I don't have a silk touch axe. Oh, it actually gives you the different blocks. Okay. I thought they were just kind of reverted to 1 block, but it actually gives you different based on where they are. That's interesting. And the stalks too, I presume we can get. Yep. So we can collect these blocks. Well, if I can get a Silk Touch axe, that would be better. So maybe I will have to do some enchanting soon. Try and get one. That's interesting that it gives you actual different blocks based on their orientation. That I wasn't expecting. I was assuming it would just be a standard block. Maybe I'll have to plan to use this stuff in something. So from a whole mushroom we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different blocks, plus the stalk. That's interesting. So it depends which way it's facing. Okay. Let's have a look for a brown one. That way leads out. I really need to be on top. So let's head up. I think this rain's causing quite a bit of lag at the moment for some reason. There's nothing else out here that could be doing it. I'm down to less frames than I normally get when I'm recording. Let's just throw one over here and see what happens. Brown mushrooms. Can we see them from up here? Probably running over a lot of them. I see one in the distance. So we'll just go over there. Oh. It's been doing that a bit lately. Where did I land? It's over there. And typically I need an inner pearl, but my last one just double fruit, and I missed the jump entirely. And I'm being attacked by a spider. This is going well. Right. Stick that stuff up there. And I guess I'm hungry as well. Guess we'll just head up here. Okay, while I try and navigate this... Jump, damn it. Again, jump boost would have been a good thing to bring. Which is probably the reason I didn't. Okay, we are up. So again, don't need that. Whoa, leg spike. If we just punch it, I think it will drop brown mushrooms this time. Yeah. It seems like the Fortune X has no real bearing on it. But again, Silk Touch. Now, this looks like it's just all the same all the way round, so I'm not anticipating getting different block types from this one. This should just all be the same type, I think. But the stalk is different. It's giving me a different stalk. I'm going to look closer at these blocks later. Oh no, it does have a thing on the outside, so we'll get a few different block types from this one too. And I am regretting not bringing more pearls or leaping potions because I am now wanting to jump up there. Is there an easy way to do that? There is. Alright. Okay, so if I just cut all this down. So mushrooms from them aren't massively plentiful, but are a quicker way than just planting them and waiting. So, as well as creating a place for them to just grow as I do whatever else I'm doing, I'm also going to want to create a room where I can grow them when I want and grab as many as possible. So my inventory's been filled up with these blocks, and there's still more down here. Don't need that. And that one clicks. Okay. Alright. So that's my first time harvesting mushrooms. Learnt a few bits. Gonna head back home now. Maybe start putting what I've learned into practice. I want to build both types ideally, I think. So I'll build some tunnels, plant some mushrooms, see if they spread well. And I will then start work on a room where I can grow the big ones for quick harvesting when I need them. I just don't know how long. I don't know if they can grow naturally big. I don't think they can. I think you have to use bone meal. So I can't do it like that. Okay. Right, well I'm just going to head home and maybe figure out where I want to do this. Because it's got to be dark, so it's going to have to be underground somewhere. I think I'm just going to tunnel under something and hollow it out a bit and start playing around with them. Okay, well, I'm heading home. I will see you there shortly. Well, this is what I've basically come up with for farming mushrooms, and it's just gonna simply be this, I think. I did a bit of this when I set the room up, and I got quite a lot in a short space of time. So the whole underground mushroom thing, I don't think I really need to do. And it would help if I remember to bring Max with me this time. But yeah, I'm getting plenty out of this. I don't need any more than what I'm doing here. I also made an interesting discovery when I was setting this room up. If you notice, when I placed that mushroom, it said, let me give me that one, but it said you need more brown mushroom. Basically, oops, more. If you place a mushroom on some dirt whilst you've got the other one in your inventory, with MCMMO, it has a chance to turn that block into mycelium. Now I'd always noticed that thing whenever I placed a mushroom, but I never paid any attention to it really, until I was doing this, and I suddenly started noticing mushrooms disappearing from my inventory. That's because regardless of, even if it works or not, it takes one out. Yeah. So I set up a little mycelium farm over on the back of my house, which I'll go to in a minute. But first of all, this is where I'll be growing mushrooms. I'm just going to do it here. I don't need to do it any more than this. I think I started out with 18, so I've already pretty much doubled the amount I had in my inventory. Strangely though, Fortune gives me less mushrooms than just hitting it with a normal axe. So I'm just going to keep doing that with my axe. Every now and then, types of mushrooms, and I've already got a decently starting stock of both types. Oh, creeper. Oh, there we go. So, I will take a quick trip round the back to where I've been doing mycelium, and then that's probably going to do it for this episode. I don't know if there's anything else I can do right now. Get away from the door. I need to do something. I really need to do something about that. But at least now I've got them up there. Sometimes village zombies just stand up here, looking up at the villagers. I might go up there actually first before I end the thing. And he tries to shoot at them as well, which is funny because he can't hear them. Maybe I should just set up some snow golems here that can hit these ones. I don't know. I'll figure this out. But yeah, back here I'm being hit by a spider and a creeper. Learn your lessons. You don't attack me. I have just a small pad, mycelium, and I can't be able to fight these things right now. But harvest at that gives me about 4.5 stacks, I think. Already done it a couple of times. So decent stock of mycelium. No idea what I'm going to use it for, but it's nice to have. And we don't have to go off and find a mushroom biome to get it, which is just another benefit because those are tricky to find. There's creepers everywhere tonight. So yeah, it's another thing kind of sorted at least. My mushroom stocks will increase. I'll be able to use those for potions, which I am doing well on, I think. Yeah, I will take a trip to the village actually. Because I'm going to ender pearls on me and you need ender pearls to get in. Oh, I do have some on me. What am I doing? I'm just paying no attention. Right. So the village is just a bunch of doors. Iron guard them in case anything does manage to get up here. But it's just to see if these doors would work. The plan is I want to extend this platform and put a few actual little buildings on it. These will only serve just to be the basic mechanics of the village. Yeah, nothing special about it. This guy's stuck in the corner. He deserves to be. He wants 15 more beef. I did get, though, where's the good one? Protection 2. Librarians. One's giving me a sharpness 5 book. Quite pricey, but could be useful. What does this dude want? Oh yeah. Unbreaking 1 on a diamond chestplate. That's so worth the effort. We need a prison. We need a prison for villagers offering bad trades, because that's just about as bad as you can get. If you want breaking, you don't want unbreaking 1 on a diamond chestplate. Who's going to pay for that? You look like you're never going to unlock anything new for you. Yeah, well, that's the village. I say village, it's not much of a village, but that's how it is. So I guess I'm probably going to be here for a while, doing more brewing, to unlock the other potions. It's going to take a long time, but it'll be worth it in the end. Now that I have mushrooms too, that's another couple that I can brew as much as I want. So, what else do I need to get? Slime balls, never quartz, mushrooms, apples, easy, ink's easy, poisonous potatoes, need to keep growing potatoes, golden apples, going to tricky, and ferns. I need to find ferns. I just need to find lily pads. Those are the two, I think. So, maybe I'll figure out how to get more of them. I don't know. But that's going to do it for now. Next, after this kind of brief potion distraction, I may go back and film at the park. I've started work on a couple of first habitat areas. Also come up with a few more ideas of stuff that I want to do for more little attractions. A lot of work to do there. A lot of work to do here. I still want to put a roof on this. So I'm going to get on with that, and I will see you later. Bye.